look at all the elements which make up our dogs and birds lesson. So one thing I'm going to start off with, which is a really invaluable tool, is the music map. Now, as you can see, this represents the music staves in the book. So as you can see, here we've got our red and blue, all the notes here, and this is exactly what that is. But it's a bit more physical. The child can actually see it, touch it, and we can do many things with this. What I like using this in my lessons is to help us notify whether animals live on these staves. So one, you can do games with it. We can help do improvisation games with it or write songs, but this is just a really good little tool we can use when learning. So as you can see, here is our music map laid out, and I'm going to put dog in his space here. And as you can see, there's a middle line here. Dog is going above it, not on the line, very important. And bird is also below the line. We can do many games. One thing I like doing in my lessons is having blank notes and asking the child, what animal's this? What animal's this? And we move it about. And as you add more animals, you ask them. And it's a bit like a blank tile game. It's very, very good. The children always love doing something like that. But as I say, you can even put notes down like this. You can start making it. Is it a big car? Very big car? And that's how we like writing in our lessons. So very good tool to use. Now we're going to go back to our keyboard and we're going to look at dog in his to house and bird, which is a skip down, or it's dog's neighbour's neighbour. And what we're going to do is a thing called a sung finger exercise. So it's really simple. The basics of what we want to do is we're going to ask a child to play us every dog from the bottom of the keyboard all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom again. But we're going to want the child to make sure they're singing while we're doing this. So something like dog, 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 and all the way back down. I'm not going to actually sing it that high. So dog, 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 dog. When you do all the dogs, you can go to birds after that. So bird, bird, so on and so forth. This is such a good exercise to make the child understand that dog doesn't just live in one place. It's all up and down the keyboard. So another thing we can do is play a melody and ask the child to sing it back to us. So I'll give you a little example. So we can go dog, bird, bird, dog, and ask the child to sing us back that little melody we've just done. Keep it super simple. We don't need anything really confusing. And as I say, keep it nice and slow and not too many notes so the child can process it and sing it back to us. This leads nicely into another thing we do in our lessons, which is called the echo game. All it is we're going to take our two notes here. So we've got dog and bird. You play them in any way you want. So I'm just going to give you an example. Dog, dog, dog. Bird, bird, bird. And instead of singing it back to us, we're going to ask the child to play it back to us. It's a really simple game. You can do it, you can spend quite a long time doing it, but I promise you, you do something like this once a lesson, it's going to really help them orally, it's going to help their memory, and it will help them get used to and familiar with the whole keyboard, basically. So it's a fantastic game to do at home and when we're in our lessons as well. We can also elaborate on this with an even harder game. So what we like to do is just play the two notes. So we're going to start off with dog and bird here and ask the child what note they reckon it is. Now at first it starts off easy because obviously you only use two notes. So the first one would be, is this dog or is it bird? Now I'm hitting dog, the child won't know this. Usually I ask them to look the other way when doing this. So they're there thinking and they've been singing the whole lesson, those two notes, dog, bird. And you basically, after, I usually do it at the end of every lesson, it's a good game. And I'm asking them, is it dog or is it bird? And you'll be quite surprised how fast they get used to this game. And in no time at all, you'll be playing them an animal and they'll be telling you it back real fast. It's fantastic. So I would say, do this whenever you can. Ask them, is it dog or is it bird?